All right, let's talk about one of the biggest choices we all have to make, whether we realize it or not. It really comes down to this. Are you the one steering your own life, or are you kind of just along for the ride?
So let me ask you straight up, and I want you to give this an honest thought. In the big road trip of your life right now, are you the driver? Are your hands on the wheel making the turns? Or are you in the passenger seat just kind of watching the world go by?
And you can see the difference pretty clearly here. The passenger life, well, it's reactive. You're just dealing with whatever life throws at you. It can feel really aimless, like you're just following someone else's directions. But the driver life, that's totally different. It's intentional, it's purposeful. It's about leading yourself somewhere you actually want to go.
But what's the real cost of being a passenger all the time? I mean, it's easy to think we're just relaxing, right? But what actually happens when we spend months or even years just drifting? Let's get into what that really feels like.
I bet some of this sounds familiar. It's that feeling of being stuck, pulled around by what everyone else wants. Your job, your family, you name it. See, when you're not steering, somebody else is going to grab the wheel. You end up feeling totally adrift, no real motivation, because other people are making the big calls for you. And the worst part? You get this feeling that life is something that's just happening to you, instead of something you're actively creating. And that's really the bottom line. If you don't pick a direction for yourself, life doesn't just stop. It takes over. It'll drive you somewhere for sure, but odds are it's not going to be where you actually deep down wanted to end up. Okay, so if we don't want to be driven around, we need a destination. But what is that, really? I'm not talking about a job title or a certain salary. It's something much, much bigger. It's about figuring out what it means to be you at your absolute best. This idea, inspired by Oprah Winfrey, just nails it. The ultimate goal isn't just about what you achieve, it's about who you become. It's about finding out who you are at your very core and then building a life that actually reflects that truth. Think of this as your North Star, your ultimate destination. So let's break that down because I know it can sound a little abstract. What does it actually mean? It's simple, really. It's living a life where your daily choices line up with your deepest values, with the things that light you up, and with that unique purpose that only you have. It's that sweet spot where what you do and who you are the exact same thing. So, the big question. How do we do this? How do we actually climb out of the passenger seat and get behind the wheel for good? Well, it's not some giant, scary leap. It's actually a pretty simple process. Let's look at a 3-step roadmap to get you started. It all starts right here. Step 1, consult your inner compass. Figure out your core values. What really truly matters to you? Is it honesty, creativity, adventure? Get clear on that. Step 2, choose a destination. Set a goal, it can be big or small, that lines up with those values. So if you value creativity, maybe your goal is just to write one paragraph. And then step 3, and this is the most important one, make the first turn. Do something. Don't just sit there planning. Take one small step today that moves you forward. You know, this whole thing isn't about having the next 10 years perfectly mapped out. Nope. It's just about deciding on your next stop and then the one after that, all while making sure you're the one holding the steering wheel. Because at the end of the day, no one can just hand you a map to your own life. Your values, your passions, your purpose, that's a landscape only you can navigate. The main thing to remember is that you are the map maker. This roadmap is yours and only yours to draw. So, that leaves us with just one question. You've checked your compass, you've got the keys in your hand, the engine is running, so where are you going to go first?